guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about sensory grounding and autism and stress relief. So I hope everybody is well today, and let's get into the video. So sensory grounding from my perspective as an autistic woman, and what helps me to ground myself, such as meditation and deep breathing. So what is sensory grounding? Sensory grounding is involving your senses to reconnect with your body and to come back into the present moment when you're feeling worried or under distress. So what are the 5 things that you can do? 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. For many individuals on the spectrum, I'm not going to talk for everybody on the spectrum, just from my own perspective, but for many individuals on the spectrum, sensory grounding can be very different. I'm speaking from totally my own perspective. For me, I find what grounds me is sitting in quiet, meditating and focusing on my breathing to help me get back to the present moment on what is happening around me. These techniques will be different for each autistic individual, and they may experience things differently. For me, another grounding place that I feel safe is my bedroom or my apartment. For the Americans, I can sit on my bed and just soothe myself. But at the same time, the neurotypical people do also have to ground themselves too, to stop their overwhelm, their distress, their nervousness, anxiousness, as the same is for a lot of the people on the spectrum like myself. I find another way of self-calming or lowering my anxiety is to listen to music. It really grounds me in the present time, the present moment, helps me to self-soothe listening to the musical notes, the artist, the lyrics, the tone of the song. So it's another way that I focus, but also by writing my poetry, I find quite grounding. My poetry helps me to calm down, de-escalate, de-stress, and just talking to people in general helps me to ground myself and bring me back to what is important at the present time, instead of letting everything around me, the noise, the smell, people, crowded environments bother me. These 5 things that you can do in any order, you can do them at any time where you feel that you're able to do them. And yeah, so I just thought I'd talk about a little bit what grounding was from my own perspective and how it helps me to focus, to de-stress, de-escalate. It helps me to calm down, bring myself back to where I am now. Like today I've done some grounding, I've talked to people, I've done some deep breathing, I've meditated just to calm myself down a little bit. But again, it's different for every autistic person. Grounding will help in different ways, and some people on the spectrum may not be able to do it at all. That's totally fine. I understand and respect that. Not everyone's going to be able to ground themselves or use sensory grounding to help them. But at some point during their journey, it will help them to self-meditate, to calm down, de-escalate, stop their sensory triggers from happening so much or so often. So yeah, I just thought I'd talk about it from my own perspective and what it means as an autistic adult. I find grounding really does help me to calm, to self-soothe, to self-stimulate, to make myself feel better and less under threat or less under stress from the noise, the environment, the things that I can hear, like my light humming. I can hear the background noise around me, like my noise from my kitchen or places like outside, people walking, people talking. But again, it's about bringing myself back to now, focusing, being calm, help myself to realise that I'm totally okay, that I just need to do something to divert myself from the background noise, the noise of cars coming in out the driveway, things like that. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video about what sensory grounding is. I will attach some links in the video description below if you wish to know more, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!